All right, let's be real. GTA 6 is shaping up to have one of the most insane city designs we've ever seen. The sheer number of buildings and skyscrapers alone could break records. But what makes it even more interesting is that many of these structures are heavily inspired by real world locations. And it doesn't stop there. Rockstar is also bringing back several iconic buildings from previous GTA titles, which means a massive nostalgia hit for longtime fans. What's even more exciting, a large number of these buildings might actually be explorable from the inside. Now, I'll be honest, I wasn't super hyped for GTA 6 initially. But with just 7-8 months left before release, all these leaks and rumors have really started to build excitement. So I thought, why not break everything down in a proper way? In this video, we're diving into GTA 6's buildings, interiors, banks, safe houses, and those massive skyscrapers. And if you want me to continue this as a full series covering different aspects of the game, let me know in the comments. Also, let's aim for 20,000 likes on this video. I know you guys can do it. Now here's the first big question that comes to mind after watching the trailers. Is GTA 6 just about skyscrapers and apartments, or is there more to the world? Because, let's be honest, the trailers are filled with towering buildings everywhere. But don't worry, the state of Leonida is not going to feel empty at all. In fact, it looks incredibly diverse. We're talking about everything from prisons, apartments, and banks to gun stores, restaurants, nightclubs, strip clubs, hotels, motels, and even industrial zones. All of this combined will make the world feel dense, alive, and genuinely fun to explore. Now imagine if all of this existed without any real-world inspiration. It would feel kind of bland, right? Thankfully, Rockstar is sticking to its signature style, blending parody with real-life references. There are tons of buildings inspired by actual locations. For instance, the nightclub scene featuring Jason and Lucia, known as the 919 Club, is clearly inspired by Miami's famous nightclub. And of course, Rockstar couldn't resist adding humor. That why 69 when you can 919 line, pure classic Rockstar energy. What's even cooler is that the real nightclub actually acknowledged this reference and turned it into a marketing opportunity. That just shows how impactful Rockstar's games really are. Then there's that iconic rooftop pool building from the first trailer, which seems to be inspired by treasure towers in Miami Beach. We've also seen structures resembling One Biscayne Tower, Breakwater Hotel, Royal Palm South Beach Resort, and many more. At this point, there are so many real-life inspirations that it's almost impossible to list them all. And honestly, if you live in Florida, playing GTA 6 might feel like exploring a digital version of your own city. Personally, what excites me the most is the return of classic locations. Take the Ocean View Hotel, for example. It's legendary. That's where Tommy Vercetti's journey began. If Rockstar brings it back as a usable safe house, that would be incredible. We've also got hints of a modernized Vice City International Airport, possibly inspired by the old Escobar International Airport. And there's a strong chance the Malibu Club could return as well, based on earlier leaks. Now here's the big debate. Will we see the return of the Vercetti Mansion? Some fans believe certain buildings in the trailers could be it, but nothing is confirmed yet. So what do you think? Should it make a comeback? Another exciting possibility is the return of shopping malls. Rockstar hasn't really focused on malls since Vice City, but GTA 6 could change that. Imagine large indoor spaces filled with NPCs, shops, and interactive activities. That alone would add a whole new level of immersion. But now we get to the most important question. Are these buildings actually going to have real interiors? From the trailers, we can clearly see inside many buildings through glass windows, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're fully explorable. There's a chance Rockstar is using a technique called parallax interiors, which creates a 3D illusion using 2D visuals. We've already seen this in games like Spider-Man and Unreal Engine DMOS. However, things get interesting when you consider Rockstar's patent for procedural interior generation. This means interiors could be dynamically created based on the type of building. So, apartments could have realistic living spaces. Hotels could feature proper room layouts. Even neighborhoods could influence interior design. This approach makes large-scale interior design possible, but it also introduces serious performance challenges. Now let's talk numbers. How many buildings can we actually enter? According to leaks, around 157 enterable buildings were mentioned early on. Later reports suggest 700 plus interiors and shops. Some bold claims even say up to 70% of buildings could be accessible. Naturally, the community is split on this. But considering Red Dead Redemption 2 already had around 200 interiors, it's not unrealistic to expect GTA 6 to go even further. One thing players have always found frustrating is locked interiors after missions. You explore a place once and then it's gone forever. But the reason behind this has always been hardware limitations. For example, GTA 5 originally launched on PS3, which had just 256 MB of RAM. Now compare that to modern systems like the PS5 with 16 GB RAM, it's a completely different level of capability. Because of this, GTA 6 could introduce features like fully functional elevators in skyscrapers, buildings that actually finish construction over time, seamless transitions between interiors and exteriors, store robberies, CCTV surveillance systems, lockpicking mechanics, interior scanning tools. There are also some key locations that could play major roles in the story. The Starlit Motel, which might serve as Jason and Lucia's base. The Rusty Anchor Bar, likely a social hangout. Multiple strip clubs across the map. A large sports arena inspired by the Cassia Center. And corporations like Sarah, which seems to parody Amazon. These aren't just background locations, they could be central to the storyline. And of course, we've already seen hints of large-scale heists, including a bank robbery in the trailer. So yeah, heists are definitely back and they look bigger than ever. At this point, it's safe to say GTA 6 has the potential to be one of the greatest games ever created. But interestingly, it might still face competition from the next Assassin's Creed title. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more gaming content like this. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care and goodbye.